All right, Dr. Q here, back with AskDrQMD, and a colleague of mine reached out to me actually on the plane ride over here, and this question that he had pertaining to fertility was a very important question. I used to get this a lot, and this was kind of a pet peeve of mine for men who were on testosterone replacement therapy, because at the time when this was really coming out, guys were getting on testosterone. A lot of young guys were taking testosterone, and a lot of non-urologists were treating men with low T. My pet peeve was that they weren't telling them the real deal about fertility with testosterone replacement therapy. And so my colleague reached out to me and asked, he said, listen, Q, I am trying to have a baby with my wife, and I am on testosterone replacement therapy. How is this affecting my fertility? And so the answer to that is that it is actually causing infertility. And the reason why is pretty simple, okay? So when we think about the function of the testicles, they are to make testosterone and to make sperm, all right? And there is a normal hormonal axis from your brain to your testicles that works in a certain way, all right? So when your body is low on testosterone, your brain sends a signal to your testicles, guys, we got to rev it up. All right. We got to increase the testosterone. So your testosterone gets built up because of that signal. Okay. And there is a feedback loop. Once that testosterone level raises in your body, and sends a negative feedback loop up to your brain to say, hey, we're good. You can shut off the spigot now. Okay. We're good. So when you are getting exogenous testosterone, which is testosterone that is not naturally produced, either with a shot, with a gel, there are nasal preparations, there are all sorts of ways, pellets to supplement testosterone. But when you're getting it from an outside source, what happens is that negative feedback loop comes into full effect, okay? So now that your testosterone levels are being elevated from an outside source, it tells your brain, we don't need to send a signal back down to your testicles to make testosterone. So it shuts it down. So your testicles essentially fall asleep, all right? They are not making testosterone, they go dormant, and they actually can develop something called atrophy. They actually get smaller. One of the consequences of that is that it also shuts down sperm production, and you become infertile as a result of that, okay? And so he also asked, well, what if I'm on HCG, which is supposed to counteract atrophy of the testicles? Well, it is not foolproof, okay? You can still develop problems with sperm production even on that. And so my advice to him and to you and to any young person that is on testosterone replacement therapy and is trying to have kids is to wean yourself off, get off of it, okay? Because you're not going to be successful. Your counts are going to be extremely low while you're on testosterone. Good news is that when you come off of it, your body will respond and it will slowly generate more sperm over time. Okay, now this takes time. Now, depending on how long you're on hormonal replacement therapy will determine rather how quickly you come back. Now, there are some other ways that we can indirectly increase testosterone and improve fertility, and that is with a medication called clomiphene citrate or Clomid. And that is a known fertility drug. Women take it too, and it actually acts as a brain analog to stimulate your gonads. So for women, it stimulates their ovaries. For men, it stimulates their testicles. And so that stimulation actually can increase spermatogenesis. Okay, so it raises your sperm count, and it can also increase your testosterone levels indirectly. All right. So that would be my recommendation if you are trying to be in the baby making business and you're on hormone replacement therapy with testosterone. Wean yourself off and transition over to clomiphene citrate. All right. You're not going to get the same high levels of testosterone, but at least you will be in a therapeutic range. The other thing I would add is that you want to have your estradiol levels checked, your estrogen levels checked. Sometimes when men are on testosterone replacement therapy, there's an enzyme that can convert that testosterone over to estrogen. Okay, and so if that is the case, you want to maintain that level, that high level. And so you may need to be on something called an aromatase inhibitor in order to keep the testosterone that you're building naturally or that you're getting exogenously to keep those levels up. So great question. Thank you for asking that. And I hope that helps someone out there who is on testosterone replacement therapy and trying to conceive. It's not a good combination. So anyway, keep the questions coming. I love it. I love this stuff. I'm here to serve. So if you got any more questions, DM me at AskDrQMD on IG or TikTok or YouTube, and I'll come back with an answer. All right. Till next time, Dr. Q out.